or not. Let me see. Hope you are all having a Saturday. There it is. I see it now. All right. Featured links. Done. Things are slow today. I don't know why. Okay. Hello, Angie from the Crafty Bunch. We are having I keep wanting to put that in the front, but I need it out of the way today. We are doing a small business Saturday here in the Crafty Bunch or over in the Crafty Bunch. So I'm just waiting to go in. I don't know what is going on. Things are freezing up everywhere. Thankfully, it looks like I'm freezing up over on YouTube. So my name is Dory Jo Stoll, and I do have a YouTube channel. I don't know why we would be freezing up over there. It's crazy. An internet thing. Makes me wonder. I started putting up my lights last night or yesterday. My husband was kind of reluctant, and so the girls and I took it into our own hands and started putting up some of the lights. And I had this moment where I thought, I wonder if I cut the cord for the camper. So I craft my little camper. Hello, Cheryl. Good to see you. Thank you for joining in. We're just waiting to get into the Crafty Bunch here. That is a free group where you can learn all kinds of great crafting ideas. Hello, another Cheryl Cummins. Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining in. I don't know what is going on with my internet. Like I said, I wondered if I had cut the cord. I prepared my husband last night. I started doing my lights outside in the yard, and we used to do just huge amounts. Hi, Carol. Good to see you. We are just probably getting into the Crafty Stream camper in the front yard, trees around it. I want to make it so that people can get in town, and I want to make it so that people can come and do a photo shoot in front of not my little Airstream. I'm in the little Airstream. I want to do it in the big Airstream. So just because I don't want to move the little one, because my biggest thought was that my cord for my internet is connected to the house, so I can't move it. But anyway, that kind of gets me off, and I hope we are getting shared out here to the Crafty Bunch. I'm not exactly sure what happened to my YouTube link at all. It totally went out on me, so I don't know what happened. But I am Dory Jo Stoll. I am an independent designer with Chalk Couture, and I love to craft. That is my disclaimer. I like to craft and make pretty things. That's kind of where it is. I actually started with Chalk Couture over 5 years ago. I found it by accident on Pinterest. You probably all, if you're a crafter, you definitely know what Pinterest is all about. But I started out wanting to do the things I saw on Pinterest. So I don't know if any of you do that, if you just file it away, but I started doing it and then putting it up on YouTube and doing some lives, and kind of had a little bit of not super success, but I'm not one of the big $1 million followers, but I have my own little YouTube channel. So go over there. It's Prairie Scraps. Make sure you follow me here on Facebook as well. And I am so thankful for Angie and Chris, who are getting us into Small Business Saturday over in the Crafty Bunch. And we are allowed to wear what represents us. This is my Christmas shirt. I went kind of conservative. Have you guys ever done that? Wanted a Christmas shirt, but didn't want to make the full commitment. And so every time it starts snowing, I think, oh, I can wear it because it's just a truck. It's just it's fun. And that's it. And it sort of alludes to Christmas, but it's not Holy Christmas. So it's my cheater shirt, and I made it. So I am an independent designer with Chalk Couture. And hello, Cheryl. Good to see you, Mama P. Up ahead of me was Brenda with Totally Together, Creating with Brenda. And if you didn't get to see her, go back and see her. Cute little reindeer. It was really cute. And I know she was pressed for time, so I felt bad kind of coming in there, but I know she's going to have such a cute little thing to share later on. And then up after me is All Things with Mary. Mary is going to be doing that, so I'm excited to see what she has to do and what she has to say. Like I said, I am an independent designer with Chalk Couture, and I do a lot of things. So first of all, if you want to support my shop, you can go ahead, and I did put a link down below to my shop. You can shop at any time all year round. It doesn't just have to be today, but obviously this is my small business. And so I pay the bills. I pay for the orthodontist, all those kinds of things with my Chalk Couture business. I also sell finished goods at a few craft shows here in my area. I live in the mountains of Idaho. I have 5 children. 2 of them are now married. 1 is in college and 2 are still at home, and I homeschool them. So we're very busy. My girls do a lot of crafting with me. Actually, all of my kids at some time or another have done crafting and gardening with me, and we've done the craft shows for a very long time. So I actually have a craft show next weekend, not this weekend. I choose not to do this weekend because my kid is home from college. So I appreciate you all joining me in here. Our Black Friday deals have been a new kit every Monday. So put Monday down below if you want me to tell you on Monday what the new deal is, and I will get you hooked up. Hello, Debbie and Sherry and Kathy. Is it Kathy and Mike Ross? I don't know which one it is, but welcome, welcome. Make sure you say hello. Give me a few hearts there. Also, make sure that you follow all the other ladies in today, because obviously with a small business, one of the things you can do to help small businesses is to follow along in their business. So we are only here for half an hour, so I'll see how far I get. But every Monday, our company has been coming out with a new surface that is coming in a DIY kit. And I am loving it because I don't know about you guys, but I am busy. And even though I'm a crafter, I can't always I am 3 hours from Hobby Lobby. I am 3 hours from a Michael's. I'm an hour and a half away from Joann's. So craft fair shows or craft stores are not in my reach. So getting my craft supplies directly from a company that I know is reputable, and it's a deal as a designer because I get a 40% discount on all my craft supplies. So, and it gets delivered right to my door. So anyway, this was our craft kit 2 weeks ago. I have not gotten this week. This week there was a craft kit that has an acrylic arched board and that's see-through and a base. And there were 2 different options. There was 2 or 3 different, and one has already sold out. Hi, Angie. Good to see you. One is already sold out, but the other 2 that are available, one is 2 cardinals, and then the other one is the nativity scene stained glass, which is really perfect for that particular surface. So those are our Black Friday. Also, if you are familiar with Chalk Couture, our nominee was out for yesterday and today only. It was a color of the month, and that was available. So I'm going to dig in and show you how one of our kits makes your life easy peasy. It doesn't matter if you're a new crafter or an experienced crafter. Our DIY kits are really, I think, the best because they have a really good quality surface and then everything you need to complete. I'm sorry about this. Got a little plastic going on, a lot of plastic, in fact. So this was the surface 2 weeks ago, and these are no longer available. It was an exclusive time, although stay tuned because I have a feeling that some of these surfaces that they were putting out for Black Mondays, Black Friday Mondays, I bet are going to be coming back. So I am so excited about this. This is my own personal one. If you did not get this honeycomb and really, really want it, go ahead and message me and I will get back with you because I did buy 2. So anyway, this is the surface. Isn't this cute? And it does, the insert comes out. So we're going to start working on this insert, and I'm going to set this great big honeycomb frame aside, but I just had to show you how big and beautiful it was. I'm excited about this because this is a double-sided surface. It's white on one side, black on the other. You can see the white on the back. So you could do 2 different holidays. It's a reusable surface, I think. Yep, it's coated. So I'll be able to just go ahead and get rid of what I do for winter right now. This also came with a B-size transfer. We have 5 different sizes of transfers. This is the second smallest. It's the size of printer paper. Hello, Judy and Rhonda and Debbie. Good to see you. This is the one that came. I love this one, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes. I am a music therapist, actually. I have a music studio where I have a dozen students that come in for different lessons, piano and guitar. And if you've been watching my channel at all or me at all, I'd love to have new friends. This kit actually comes with a mini squeegee, a little tray, and then it comes with 2 paste packets. So everything you need to complete a project with it, with that snowflake and eyelashes. And then it also has a little code, and you can just scan that code and go in and watch a video about it. So that's kind of cool. But I have a very favorite transfer this month. It is our club transfer, and this is something that you can get into from me, and that is our monthly craft club. And this one, I know it looks like nothing because I've totally used this. The one thing I want to tell you, these are restickable transfers. They're sticky backed. It has fabric in there, so you don't have to try to like color in the bridges or anything in a stencil. Make sure that you go ahead and put an X on the back if you want to make sure you know which is which. And I'm going to use this on here because I love this little vintage snowman that is this month's club transfer. Our club is only $21.99, and that includes the shipping to right here in the United States. We do have a Canadian version as well. And you get the size transfer as well as 3 paste packets and a shape. And we're going to be doing this little shape. This guy is the little snowman that's the cutout. So you can have a 3D picture made. And I'm already crooked. So I'm just, if this is your first time using a transfer, you should always fuzz, fuzz, fuzz. And what I mean by that is you just stick it to a clean towel or one of our fuzzing cloths and fuzz away so that it doesn't stick too hard to your surface. So I'm going to do everything but the snowman in white. And this is a black chalkboard surface. So I just stuck that on there so you can see that. And anywhere you see like through to the black, that's what's going to show up. And I'm going to use a little bit larger squeegee for this. And I'm just going to load up with some of our bright white paste. I could have used the little mini one that came with the kit, but I love my little pink one. This is my year anniversary. Once you've been with the club or in the company for a year, and I'm not worrying too much about going over my little snowman here because I'm going to give him a little bit of a wash before I go ahead and do the rest of it. You could do this whole thing all solid, and I might end up mostly doing that anyway, just by accident. But this little vintage transfer is so cute. And I want to make sure to get all of his little background because it's so cute. It's all like music, which I love the music. So that's one of the reasons I really love this. And you could go back in and lay this back down on top and do a different color later time. So we're just going to do white as the background. And then I'm going to do that 3D little snowman that I got with my club. Oh, so you also get a coordinating surface that goes with the club transfer for that $21.99. It's such a good deal. And the first time you sign up for it, you will get a mini squeegee as well. So $21.99. Just put club down below and I can get you the information about that. So much fun. Who does not love getting snail mail? I know I do. It's so much better to get craft supplies in the mail than to get any of the bills, right? That's my 2 cents worth. So if you have any questions, feel free to message me. I'm Dory Jo Stoll. And sometimes, like, I'll try to message you with my business site page here, Prairie Scraps. I also have a VIP page. It's called Prairie Scraps Chalkin'. And sometimes I can put up extra little deals and stuff in there. I can't do publicly. That's a private group. So feel free, either search it out or comment VIP down below, and I'll get you in my VIP group. All right, I think we're done with that. I'm going to start peeling to reveal to make sure. Hi, Rena. Debbie, if I didn't say hello. I'm not doing the snowman. I'm just doing the background here. You could do the whole thing and then you know where to place the snowman. But he is cute. He is cute. And I love how this looks. So that is, I'm going to put this on the backing. This just washes off with regular water. We're kind of going fast today because we only have 30 minutes to tell you about our business, but I did want to show you how it works. And like I said, I made this. This is the same process, just I use our inks, our permanent inks that are non-toxic. And our chalks are non-toxic. They're washable. The permanent ink is not washable. In fact, once you heat set it, you can wash and dry over and over. And I might have already gotten some, I kind of see some chalk there. So I'm a messy Messy crafter, it's okay. You can fix anything. Nothing is a awful surprise. So that is my background that I'm going to go ahead and put in that honeycomb frame. Isn't that cute? And the cool thing is this is an erasable chalkboard. So I can just spritz this as water, scrape it off, wash it off with one of our board erasers, and start again for the next season. So I plan on putting this little honeycomb frame, because it's got a little bit more, a bigger surface really on your wall, just permanently up in my wall, and then I'll change out for every season. And I tell you what, I love the practicality of being able to change it out. Like I said, there's also the backside, which is white, so you could do something totally different on the backside. I'm going to set this aside so I don't boo-boo it up. All right, get our chalk paste shut up. You can get singles packets in chalk paste. Right now, if you do any order on my website, you will get 10% off everything on the website, and that includes that little new base. So we're going to go ahead and use this. This is a chalkable chip, and this too is a reusable surface. And so I kind of like to retain these and not make them permanent on my surfaces. I've regretted every one I've stuck down permanently. But these ones that I get with my club transfer, even as a designer, I get the club surface and the transfer and every single month. And I actually get it ahead of time. So I was pretty excited when this one arrived. But this little guy, this little snowman, is also reusable if you wanted to. But a lot of times I don't change my mind once I get them done. So I usually, and if you do, you could always just wash it off and redo it. You're going to only be able to do one side. But these chalkable chips, you could also use our puncher and put a hole punch in the top if you wanted to use it kind of like an ornament or whatever. But I am actually going to use this Loctite Fun Tack to stick it onto my board so that I can remove it and reuse that. So I went to my hardware store. I was looking for the Gorilla Glue has a version of this, and we did not have the version of Gorilla Glue in town. So Loctite it is, whatever you can find. This is a reusable. I'll be able to move it off. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick this little shape with my transfer under here. And hopefully I can find the middle of it, even with all my paste all over it, and try to get him centered on there. I know that I want my little bird to be red, so we might be changing out some different chalks today. So besides watching all the fun crafters in the Crafty Bunch, what are you guys doing today? My kids are stacking wood, trying to get all the wood stacked up. We have exclusively wood heat in our house here. We get it out of the national forest. Like 78% of our county is actually national forest. So I'm struggling seeing him. I'm holding it up to the light so I can see where he is and getting him on there. It's his bird that I'm getting I'm got him shifted just a tad bit and the bird falls off. So bear with me. Sorry. These things never go well when they work fine if you've got time, but you know, because I painted it white first. And I'm live. Of course, it's going to be more difficult to get that going. Oh no, now I got the base. The other way you can kind of get it is by doing it from the back. So sometimes that works a little better. And that might be the case in my... These are reusable. These transfers are reusable up to 12 times. I think that got on there pretty good. All right. And I just want to keep it on the backing. Hi, is it Edie? Good to see you. I really want him to have a little orange nose, so I'm going to put some rust paste on his nose first. What little snowman wouldn't be right? He just wouldn't be right if he didn't have a orange nose, would he? Little carrot for his nose. I'm going to get that down there. And I'm just going to use this like this is one of our tools, just like a paintbrush, because I don't know about you guys, but I've been a piano player, trumpet player for many, many years, and went to college, practiced 5 hours a day in college. And I tell you what, my fingers are feeling the pains. Feeling the pains. So I'm going to try to get some little, I'm going to get he's got a little cardinal, or you could do a bluebird if you wanted a bluebird. That would be cute too, but I'm going to do a cardinal. Fun fact, here in Idaho, we do not have cardinals. Just kind of a fun fact. Kind of miss them. They have nice, beautiful color. And then I wanted to get, he's got a few berries here right on his hat. Now this red paste is gonna, for whatever reason, I always spread red. I don't know why, but it's okay. We'll come out okay on the other side. And I think everything else can be black. Maybe I'll do a little green. I'm going to peel. With paste, you just want to like peel it away really quickly because you don't want it to dry in the transfer. By the way, this was one of our color of the months as well. It's called Nampa. It's not available anymore, but that, okay. That is cute, cute, cute. So you see his little, I don't know if you can see that. I don't want to peel him back too far. He is cute. I just did a little bit of red and then the orange nose, and that's all we've got on there. And I'm just keeping it on there because I don't want to peel it off. And when you put the transfer on, you want to get all the bubbles out. I think I'm going to find a little bit of green too. Put the greens on there. You could be as fancy or as plain as you want. You could do this. My intention was to just do black, but then I got carried away. It's like, he needs an orange nose, right? I love making things kind of realistic. So I'm like, he needs an orange nose. And then, you know, it begins. So I'm just going to make his greens around his neck look green. And, you know, his bird needed to be red. So we're just get a little carried away maybe. And I'm looking at the time. Oh, we got time. So still 10 more minutes. But do, when we get done here, make sure that you refresh in the Crafty Bunch, and that will get you into the next one, which is Mary with, what was it? All Things with Mary. And so you don't want to miss anybody because this is Small Saturday. And this, you know, supporting small businesses is not just about buying, but although that's an important part about it, I do sell my finished goods. If you ever see something that I'm making or creating, or if I post a picture and you like it, please message me and I will get with you on that. I try to be very fair. I live in an area that's not, you know, almost everything is way too expensive because it has to come up the mountain. So I try to be fair just based on my area. All right, we're just doing around here in black on the rest. So I'm using this tool still. I could use a mini squeegee, but I just want to be sure that I don't go over the places I don't want to go over. So we're just going to paint it on there and fill in the rest of the outline of our little snowman. And some of those places, like where I kind of hit it up with the white in the first place on the other surface, those are going to be fine to just go over the top. It's not going to turn into gray, I don't think. I can't remember which places are the snowman. I almost wasn't doing the bottom row. I wasn't really paying attention. And like I said, I'll just, as soon as we're done here, I'll take this in the house and just wash in the kitchen sink because it is non-toxic. I do this all the time with my kids. We fostered for 3 years, and I always made ink shirts with my kids. I always held my breath because it worried me with the ink because it can be permanent on whatever you put it on. But such a fun activity to do with the kids. And they just got a little memento, and they always needed clothes. So I try to help them make one of their clothes. You never know. I had some kids that were actually very artistic, so it was fun to just provide that. I had some kids that were into music, so I taught them a little bit of piano or guitar or whatever they wanted to learn while they were here. Just whatever. All right. See if I got that whole guy there. maybe a little bit more of my bird. I kind of stayed off of him. I realized I was doing his legs, and maybe I want to do just a little bit of his beak. I don't know. Maybe I should have done his beak in orange too. That would have matched the snowman. We're just going to peel it back, and well, that didn't even show up on the beak, so it didn't matter. All that thought process about the beak, huh? There. And I could go in and paint too. I think that's coming out really nice. Oh, I didn't get his whole hand. We're going to try to place that back on his hand, because he can't be handless. That's the great thing about this, is you can totally put it back on and fix something that you maybe forgot or missed, or it's all fixable. It's all crafting, right? And I love all the ideas I get from people too. Crafty Bunch and from being a designer. Oh, isn't he cute? He is very cute. Okay, trying to not make a mess. Get him out of there. See if we can get this put together in 6 minutes, right? We got plenty of time. We got this. I'm just going to set that aside. Like I said, I'll take it with just regular temperature water, no chemicals whatsoever to clean that. I put back anything that I didn't use into my paste jar to reuse next time. Don't waste anything. And then we'll get this closed up, because you don't want it to dry up. Set that aside. All right. Let's see if we can do some assembly here. Isn't he cute? Let me show you that. Isn't he adorable? And you could be like a little more, I don't know, maybe do the outline of the bird and then go back, or go back and fill them in with red. But I think at a moment's glance, nobody's going to know that I didn't spend a whole lot of time making that, because it's so detailed. All right, let's see if we can get this put back in to our frame. And like I said, this is going to go up. Sorry, it's kind of slanted right now. I'm just going to, don't scratch it off before we get started. If you wanted this to stay permanent, you could go, it's not going to come off really. If you wanted to, you could make it permanent by clear coating it. Let's see. I'm not doing great here with this. I get it in on one side, and then it pops up. Oop, I just cracked it. That's not good. That's okay. When I do my white side, I'll have to paint it a little bit around the edges, or, isn't that gorgeous? Oh my goodness. So cute. And then we're going to put him right on there. You could put some real greens on there, but look at the depth that gives him. Just having that little pop out. And that is the club transfer. If you love, raise your hand or give me a heart if you love snowmen. I am a snowman. I love snowmen. I have quite a collection, actually. I usually put all my snowmen up in my piano studio, in my music studio. Isn't he the cutest, though? I'm pretty partial to this little guy. I think he's pretty cute. I also use this like on a small, I'm just going to use a little bit of this. I didn't even read the directions, you guys, so I'm experimenting a little bit. I'm thinking it's just like the stuff we used to tack our posters up with. I'm hoping this is dry. Not really. Tack our posters up. I'm going to set him aside and put it on here. Since I have it black, I can, and you could even put this a little bit off kilter and show a little black too if you wanted. That might, give him a little bit more offset. I don't know. That's entirely up to you. You could use any colors you want. I've done one where I painted in the black, or I did this green where the tree is and the little greens over here. And there's actually a second bird over here. I even thought about today just putting a couple of these on here. Hi, Kim. Good to see you. And Danette, good to see you. Thanks for joining in. Hope you're having a beautiful Saturday. The sun is shining here, and we are fixing to do our outdoor lights. I'm going to move my big Airstream camper to the front yard and decorate it, put lights all over it. My husband was like, seriously? He had his own ideas about where he wanted to put it. And of course, I outvoted him. That's my prerogative, right? This bird is just a little high here. So I'm going to stick an extra little piece on the bird. Or a little low. There, that works better. Okay, we're getting that on. I think that Loctite is going to work perfectly. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness. So he's just a little bit up. You could even take and put some greens on here. But what I was saying is I put just this little part right here, like from about here to here, onto a little palette board. And then I used a half of an ornament, a clear ornament over his face, and put a little snow in there, and put a little greens on his neck inside of there. So it was like a little snow globe on my picture. So anyway, lots of ideas I try to give you for each and everything that we have. This is our club transfer. If you want more information about being in our craft club, this was what I made the other night out of ink. My t-shirt, it's just plain white. Isn't he cute? I love it. You can make a bag. You can make any sort of picture. You can make it all one color or all different colors. I thank you so much for coming in today and checking out my craft. Like I said, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for joining in. Hello, Brenda. And your little reindeer was so cute. I loved it. And Amy, thanks for joining in. Make sure that you go and refresh in the Crafty Bunch. And I am around here. I go live 2 or 3 times a week and try to give you new ideas for crafting and tell you about the tales of my life. Like you'll be hearing more about the decorations outside and decorating up my Airstream. I'll for sure post some pictures. So stay tuned. Make sure you follow me and let me know if you have any sorts of questions. Like I said, this is today's craft. I think I didn't do too bad for 30 minutes. All that talking and we got it done too. So if you want more information about this particular project, go ahead and put snowman. And like I said, I might happen to have one of these available. So I think I covered everything. That's it. It's so much fun to craft with you, and have a good day. Be very blessed and keep on crafting. I do not know why YouTube is delayed today. I apologize. I'm trying to get it shut down. Why? It's just going to be stubborn from start to finish. So I appreciate if you're still on here. Feel free to. Ugh. I don't know. I'm going to have to X out, I think. I apologize that took so long. It's just delayed, I guess.